Alright, y'all, what is up? It's your boy dyoungdrift. I'm back at another video. Okay, today we finna go do another review for Zodiac House, right? And to be honest, in this episode, it was like a challenge, and you had Pooty BS at the end. You know what I'm talking about? So it wasn't really much happening in this episode. So this should be a short review, but we're just gonna see. So with that being said, make sure y'all subscribe, like, y'all big one, everything like that. And let's get into this video. Let's get into this review. So we got Rose in the beginning, still mad, talking about y'all gonna let it be, give me on a flow like this, and I'm the host. Girl, you started bothering her first. You started mocking. You started messing with her first. Like, you put this on yourself. Didn't nobody do this to you. Okay, so then fast forward. They introduced us to this game. It's called Tree Trunk Challenge, and it's like in the forest, obstacle courses. You know, the things you got to step on and hold on to, and they get wobbly and stuff like that. And the winner, the team that wins, gets $2,500. Now, $2,500, that's it. But I'm not complaining though, because money is money, and I think 2,500 divided by 5 is 500 for each player. I think it was about like 5 players each team, so they was come home with 500. And I guess that's better with nothing, just for a challenge, you know, many challenges to come. So, okay, so we see this new person named Nova. He popped up on the camera out of nowhere. This is my first time seeing him, and he said he couldn't participate because he was overweight, and like maybe they couldn't put the harness on him, or maybe if he was to go up there and he stepped on one of the things, maybe it would have just fell. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but like maybe the harness didn't fit him. I'm gonna say that, okay? And he felt like it was a handicap move. So first up, the first match is Vern versus Ari. I don't know who I wanted to win for this round, but Vern said her weakness is running and climbing, and basically anything that got to do with like eating or fighting, that ain't for her, pretty much. So Ari was just going through it, but looked like she was falling like in between the steps. Looked like Vern, she had got stuck on the part where you had to take the clip off and like pull the rope your way, and that's the part that everybody pretty much got stuck on. Well, a couple people got stuck on. Majority of the people got, well, I said a few of them got stuck on like the part where you had to take the clip and attach it to the rope, something like that. They couldn't take the clip off, and it's just like, why didn't they have a person up there to help them with that? Because I feel like if I was up there, I don't know if I'd be the one to get stuck. I think I'd probably get stuck a little bit on the clip. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like, it should have had a person up there. Like, yeah, it should have had a person up there. So, Ari won that. Next up was Pooty versus Vay. No, his name's Zay. His name Vay or Zay? I think his name Vay. He's like the manipulator of the house, okay? I was rooting for Pooty. And Pooty initially had to lead on Zay, but then Pooty got stuck too on the rope part thing, and yeah, I just think that should have somebody up there, like, for sure. And Zay ended up taking a win. We see another new member in the next round. His name is Chosen, and he said he was scared of heights, and he went against McKaylee, you know, the pound cake girl who won last episode. Don't say the N word, but I guess she can get away with it because she mixed, and somebody got in my comments trying to talk trash to me. But anyways, they inserted these flags in the game, which would give them advantage at eliminations. So I thought that was like very, very smart for them to do that. Like, put the flags in there for them to grab if they have time to grab it. Because whoever thought that was just like really smart. Like, have an advantage at elimination. Like, what? Now that's TV? Like, what? Like, I see y'all. Like, who coming up with this? Like, you know what I'm saying about? So Chosen started falling while he was trying to do the steps, but he ended up catching up to Pound Cake because she got stuck, and she ended up catching him at the end, and she ended up winning. So next up was Danny versus Dion. I was rooting for Dion. Dion just jumped right into all the steps. Like, he didn't, like, you know, take a step and go through each one. Like, he just jumped right into it. And Dion got stuck midway on a zip line, which was crazy because it was like, how did that happen? Like, did you not, like, use your momentum? I don't know. Like, he got stuck in the middle of the zip line, which is crazy. So obviously, you know, Danny won. And he called Danny cute, or somebody called, I think he called Danny cute. Look her natural face, and I ain't gonna lie, she now that's TV cute, but I wouldn't just say she like straight up cute. Like, no. Next up is Man Man versus Night Kiss, and I thought Man Man went home. So Night Kiss ended up getting tangling in the stepping stone ropes, you know, the ropes you hold on to the step, and Man Man ended up winning and taking the flag. Coco gonna say, get it on camera, we got a fish caught in the hook. So they start arguing. Now Kiss is like up there yelling down at Coco, and they just going back and forth. So Danny, I'm finna get into this. Hold on. Then he called Coco Chanel Miss On My Soul. And I'm just like, she is not no Miss On My Soul. First of all, she wasn't a South Central baddie. She wasn't tussling with them girls. And she barely even said On My Soul. So for y'all to say she Miss On My Soul, that's like really wild. Like she didn't, like, let's not. Why should we give her so much credit? Like, who is she supposed to be? Like, I'm not a fan of Coco Chanel. So then a few months later, Coco Chanel in her confessional say On My Soul. And she called our kids thrifty. And I think she really needs to look in the mirror because you can't call nobody thrifty. You can't call nobody thrifty. Because it look like you don't even got money to your name. Like, what are we even talking about? Next round, Becca versus J. Marie. Becca was just killing it. And, you know, J. Marie, she was a big girl. So she was just holding on for her dear life, like stuck. And Becca took a flag as well. Becca said that Vern said she was going to catch a fade for whoever, if they win. And Becca said she won. She going to get her lick back on J. Marie. And she going to win again when she do that. So I'm waiting to see that. Becca just started talking trash when she got down with everybody saying, I see J. Marie took her girdle off. So they ended up getting into it a little bit. Next up was Coco versus Jamar, who was unknown at first to me. Like, I didn't know who he was. Coco ended up falling between the stepping stones and getting stuck. And Jamar just like really flew by it. Like, and he said he did this in his childhood, so he was more hip to it, and he got the flag and he won. Now, I ain't gonna lie, during this whole challenge, I was team air sign because, okay, I'm an air sign. Yeah, let's give it up. I'm Aquarius, I was rooting for the white shirts. So next round, we got Bobo versus Jay, and y'all know who Bobo is. Like, I talked about him in my last review. He's still like a criminal in the confessionals. Like, I don't know what's up with that, but the confessionals just not giving it all. But they was both eating. They both did their thing pretty much. And Bobo ended up winning because he was more stronger and quick. And he said he worked out every day. Next round was Beauty versus Bully. We don't know who Beauty is. Like, Harper, who is this woman? But however, that was the girl I was talking about on my last review. I was like, who is she? Is she production? And why does she have on a purple shirt? Like, who team is she on? I'm really confused by that. I don't know. And I don't even know, like, what's her sign? Like, I don't know. So it became a tie or whatever, or a debate, because Beauty, the purple shirt, ended up finishing first, but she like sat down and I guess her feet was off, like the part you're supposed to stand on when you won. And Bully finished and she like had her whole body standing up. So Mac was like, he couldn't call. Well, Mac did call it actually. Mac, he ended up giving it to Beauty. And yeah. So, okay, it was a tie between the fire and air sign. So they had to send their best man up there. For the air sign, they sent Jamar. And for the fire sign, they sent Dion. This was Dion redemption because he got stuck. Redemption because he got stuck in the zip line. So I honestly thought Jamar was going to kill this. And it was a tight race throughout the whole thing. And surprisingly, Dion ended up winning. Max said it was too close to determine, and Nina ended up saying like Dion won, which was like very surprising to me. Also, after all these games or whatever, we had like Coco and Bae started twerking. It really was kind of off-putting. It threw me off because you're a man. Like, you look like a whole man out here and you twerking. But hey, who am I? Okay. I'm loving the transition between the scenes. Like, it's giving like real world, or not real world, but like real reality TV, like Survivor or some reality show of some sort. Like, the transition was really nice. So we finally get to the house, and Pootie and Dion are talking about the past, and Pootie was like, since you gave me the scar on my face, I'm the type of person to, be cool with you and sit by you for 10 days, but then out of nowhere, I might just end up snapping on you because I remember what you did to me. Pootie's wild. Yeah. Pootie's wild. Pretty privileged, though, but it's pretty look good, but he's wild. He's just wild. And Dion was like, no, we cool. So, hopefully, Pootie and Dion can be cool. Like, let it go. It's over with. Like, he do got a scar on his face, though. He got a war mark on his, like, going down his face. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. So, Pootie then calls out Jay and said, we didn't talk about this, but you said you was gonna be in my ad when we got to the crib. And Jay was like, when we got in the house, we would have already fought and it's no real issue. And Pootie then says he got on his BS and he was like, so do you feel like you can whip me? And Jay answers and he said, ain't nobody gonna whip me. And then Pootie makes him like spit up, like asking like what's the issue for real. And Pootie says, hold on, did I say that right? Yeah, Pootie made him basically like say like, is it an issue? And Pootie says we're gonna handle that later. And Jay put his hands up like, so Pootie says bye, and Jay says see you later. Petty tension. Pootie says, as he's going through the door, stay tuned because you got a motherfucking problem on your hands. So, yeah, next episode, it looked like Jay definitely snuck Pootie or got Pootie off guard or whatever. But one more thing happened this episode. Coco, she was just sitting there vibing, looking cute. I give her that because the outfit was nice or whatever. And she says Night Kids came around the corner just popping it, talking to herself or whatever, but talking about Coco. So then Coco started doing the same thing. She ended up walking off and talking to herself and telling herself to calm down. And then they just end up fighting. Yeah, next episode, we get Coco and Night Kids fighting. And then Pootie gets snuck by Jay. So I'm looking forward to it. I wish they would have gave us like a little more because this episode was like 38 minutes. Like, y'all could have fit in a little bit more. But this is my review for Zodiac House, episode 5. And make sure y'all subscribe. And it's your boy dyoungdrift. And I'm out of here. Peace.